Hello, what's up, people? Welcome back to Football Insights. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell, follow us on our social media platform, watch other videos on this channel. The Euros final fans reaction is on the video. Go and click on the link and watch that video. Subscribe to the channel, bro. Like that particular video because we had so many exciting thoughts in that particular video. So go and watch that particular video. Today, we have some update for you. There is a problem today, but we'll touch on a bit about transfer news and then Enzo Fernandez. There is a problem. Enzo Fernandez and the Argentine national team, France national team, and Chelsea. How this particular problem that Enzo Fernandez and his teammates brought has affected Chelsea. We'll talk about that too. So click on the subscribe button. Let's move straight into the video. We are moving straight into the transfers. Some of the transfer happenings on the market yesterday was Mbappe's day. Presentation, Mbappe's day in Real Madrid. Unos, dos, tres, Real Madrid. Mbappe's day in Real Madrid. He was announced in Real Madrid. Everywhere, locked up, everywhere, packed off. All the stadium, everywhere was packed, bro. Record-breaking presentation for Mbappe and then Real Madrid. What a day for Mbappe. What a day. And then everything was free. Let's stay in the context. Everything was free. All the stadium, all the people you see there, they had their ticket on a free basis. No one paid a penny there. And the stadium was a sold out stadium. As you can see, the pictures and then all the things, you can see the stadium was a packed stadium, was a sold out stadium. A stadium doesn't need to be, they don't need to sell tickets for a stadium to be a sold out show. If the allocated, venue or the allocated seats are packed, it is a sold out show, whether tickets were sold or tickets were not sold. So Mbappe has been announced by Real Madrid. He said he's now Real Madrid player wearing number 9 jersey. I think from next season or after next season, I think he will get a number 10 jersey. He doesn't need to, ask for the number 10 jersey from Luka Modric because Luka Modric is he's a legend. So you don't need to ask those kind of, jerseys from him. Even Cristiano Ronaldo was coming. He was wearing the number 9 jersey. Raul Gonzalez was wearing the number 7 jersey. There is no way Cristiano Ronaldo was going to ask for the 7 jersey from Raul Gonzalez. So he wore the 9 jersey, and then after a season after, he went back to the number. I think he wore the number 9 jersey for like 2 years, and then after 2 years, they gave him the 7 jersey. So Mbappe is a Real Madrid player. Let's move to other transfer related issue or other transfer news that is there. Alvaro Morata, when you are a player, pray for an agent like the agent of Alvaro Morata. Pray for a strong agency like Alvaro Morata's agency, bro. The teams this guy is playing is mind-blowing. It is mind-busting, bro. Juventus, Real Madrid, Chelsea, Atletico Madrid, and now AC Milan. Look at the teams this guy is playing. And this guy is one of the best strikers in Europe. But look at the teams this guy is playing. Proper agency and then proper agent. Strong agent that has links, bro. So Alvaro Morata is moving to AC Milan from Atletico Madrid to AC Milan. The release clause in his contract was 13 million euros. So 30 million euros, AC Milan has triggered the release clause. AC Milan were looking forward to sign Joshua Zirkzee, but Joshua Zirkzee has moved to Manchester United, and that is why they are going in for Alvaro Morata. He's an experienced striker. He has played in Italy before, so he knows the terrain. He knows the turf. He's an experienced striker, so I think he will help AC Milan. But Alvaro Morata is moving to AC Milan. I think 5 million net salary for him in AC Milan. So that is what is happening with Alvaro Morata. He's playing big teams. When you think about this, you cannot explain, you cannot understand the situation. But Alvaro Morata is playing big teams in his career. Let's move through Saudi, specifically Al Nassr, Saudi, and then they are looking for a goalkeeper. Of course, they need to have a goalkeeper. When you look at my previous video, I have said it in one of my previous video that Al Nassr, Al Hilal has a very, very good goalkeeper, top goalkeeper. Al Hilal, they have a very top goalkeeper, Edouard Mendy, and then Yassine Bono. So Al Nassr, they need to have a top goalkeeper If they want to win the Saudi Pro League, they need to have a top goalkeeper. And then Al Nassr were looking forward to, negotiate for Ederson Moraes, the Brazilian goalkeeper, the Manchester City goalkeeper. But looks like the negotiations are not going through. Manchester City are asking for 60 million euros. But Manchester City, what is wrong with you, man? 60 million euros for a 31 or a 32-year-old goalkeeper, Ederson Moraes. Bro, come on, this is too much. This is too much. But then Al Nassr are not ready to, because they have money. The fact that they have money doesn't mean that they have to overpay for players. They are not going to overpay for players. If you know the Saudi Pro League, you know what they do. They are not going to overpay for every player or any kind of player, unless they themselves, they need the player. If they don't really need the player, I don't think they are going to overpay for the player. One typical example is Mohamed Salah. They need Mohamed Salah. So if you mention 100 million for Mohamed Salah, they are ready to pay for Mohamed Salah. But then I don't think they really need Ederson Moraes that much. I don't think the Saudi Pro League needs Ederson Moraes. No. So that is why they are not ready to pay the 60 million that Manchester City are looking forward or are asking for. But it looks like they are going in for Bento. If you know this particular goalkeeper, you know he's a very good player. He's also old. I think 30-something year old. Bento. He plays for, is it Atletico Parmenense? Yes, Atletico Parmenense. Bento. He's a really top goalkeeper. But then he has not had the chance to prove himself in the European pedestal or in the European leagues, and that is why people don't really know him much. But he's a Brazilian national team goalkeeper. Bento, he's their third goalkeeper. Bento, very good goalkeeper from Atletico Parmenense. 13 million euros from Atletico Parmenense to Al Nassr. So Al Nassr, the deal for Ederson Moraes is off. Now they are moving to Bento. I think it is a here we go. I think Bento will move to Al Nassr. Let's move to Hussein Aouar. Since we are in the Saudi Pro League, we are moving straight to Hussein Aouar. Hussein Aouar is a new Al Ittihad player. Hussein Aouar, this guy has so much talent. He had so much buzz around him when he was playing for Olympique Lyonnais. Hussein Aouar, so much potential. He was moving to Arsenal, but the deal didn't, fall in place. And then, he moved to AS Roma. It didn't, went as planned. Now he's moving to Ittihad. I think he will be taking 50 million euros net salary in Ittihad. I mean, it's a very good money for a player like Hussein Aouar, because player like Hussein Aouar, and you are taking 15 million euros as a salary, bro. That is some big money. That is some good money. That is some money, But Hussein Aouar is moving from AS Roma to Ittihad, bro. I feel so bad for this guy, because I feel he has so much potential, and then now he's growing. Now I think he's 28, 27 years, but then he still has something to prove, because Emerick Laporte and other players has shown that when you move to Saudi Pro League, that is not your end. You can still perform there and then come back to Europe and still come and perform. So Hussein Aouar, I think he has naturalized for Algeria. So let's see what happened. But Hussein Aouar to Al Ittihad is also on. That is the transfer news that we have. Lenny YORO. Let me talk about Lenny YORO. Lenny YORO, David Ornstein, according to David Ornstein, he is traveling to Manchester United, or he's traveling to Manchester for a medical. Bro, what do you understand how this news is, or how big this news is? Lenny YORO wanted to play for Real Madrid, but then Manchester United has used money to lure this guy to Manchester. I told him, I advised Lenny YORO that, bro, you are still young, 18 years, bro. You can still play for Manchester United and still play for Real Madrid in future, because 18 years, in the next 5 years, how old are you in the next 5 years? 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. In the next 5 years, you can still move to Real Madrid. So go to Manchester United, go and get a playing time there. Move to Real Madrid in the next 5 years or in the next 6 years, bro. You can still do that, So Lenny YORO to Manchester United, I think it is not a here we go, because there's something can still happen on the side of Real Madrid. But I don't think Real Madrid will go in hard for Lenny YORO, because they have shown that they will not go in hard for a player that has 1 year contract or in his contract. They will not do that. They will not pay that kind of money. But the quoted amount here is 50 million euros upfront fee or guaranteed fee plus 12 million add-on. So that is 62 million euros for Lenny Yoro, a player, 18-year-old player, and then a player that has only 1 year left on his contract. Bro, that is some big money, and that is some big signing for Manchester United. Manchester United are moving mad. So that is what we have on Lenny Yoro. Now we are moving to Enzo Fernandez. Enzo Fernandez, and then the Argentine national team. Enzo Fernandez, after the Copa America, the Argentine national team, some of the players were in a bus, chanting, and then, the Copa America was between Argentina and Colombia. It was between Argentina and Colombia. So they were chanting, and then they were calling, some of the chants were, it was purposely for Mbappe. That is how I deduced the chants, because, it is Copa America final. You just won the Copa America. So if you are chanting against Mbappe or some of the French boys or the French national team, it doesn't correlate. If the chant was not created 2 years ago, or it was not something that they have been doing inside the Argentine national team camp, they wouldn't have done that after they have won the Copa America final. Are you getting my point? So the chant was basically for Mbappe, because when you look at the lyrics of the chant and then you deduce the lyrics, it was basically for Mbappe. And then let me give you a chronological order of what happened or what is happening. Mbappe, said something about the Copa America, that in Europe they play good football. In the Copa America, they don't face so much competition. In Europe they face Spain, Germany, France, England, and all of that. But in the Copa America, you just face Brazil and Colombia, and that is all. So he in some way ridiculed the Copa America. What Mbappe was saying was true, but in some way he ridiculed Copa America. That was a football banter. There's a difference between football banter and then you racially abusing certain people, or you commenting on certain critical issues in football. In football there are critical issues like LGBT. It is a critical issue in football. Issues like racism is a critical issue in football. Issues like the health of the player, it is a critical issue in football. So these kind of issues, don't touch them, because when you touch them, you have touched a whole lot of people in a football terrain. So that is what the Argentine national team did. They were chanting that your mother is from Angola, your father is from Cambodia, or your father is from Nigeria, and then you play for France. They don't know where you are playing, or they don't know where you come from. You don't even know where you come from. Your father is from Togo, your father is from Benin, and then you naturalize for France. So that they were basically ridiculing, or they were basically racially abusing the French boys. That is what is happening. When issue comes, you can take your side. I will take my side. It doesn't necessarily mean that I should come and join you in your side, or I should come and join you in the argument you are pushing. Bro, you have to accept, or you would have to respect every association. Freedom of association, bro. Freedom of choice, bro. When issue comes, the way you see the situation is not the same as the way I will see the situation. So when I see people on social media saying this is not racism, this is not anything, I don't see the reason why you are doing, bro. You can pick your side, you can analyze the situation on your perspective, but don't expect me to also follow you. I will not follow you. So people should accept, or people should understand freedom of association, freedom of choice. Bro, analyze your situation in your perspective. I am going to analyze the situation how I see the situation, and it is not because it is about Enzo Fernandez, so I will come here and be biased. I'm a Chelsea fan. Enzo Fernandez is a Chelsea player, but what the Argentine national team did, I will not even sideline Enzo Fernandez and ridicule, or say something about Enzo Fernandez. It is the whole Argentine national team. What they did was wrong. Because if I am from Cambodia, or if I am from Nigeria, and then I am playing for France, it is not your problem. Bro, it is not your problem. We have football banter, and we have certain issues that are critical. like racism issue. These boys, the French boys, will see it as a racism issue, and basically it is a racism issue, bro, because they are playing for France, and then their mother is from Angola, their father is from Nigeria, their father is from Algeria. Let me say this: if you are talking about Mbappe's father is from Cameroon and his mother is from Algeria. So the Nigeria and then the Angola you have even mentioned was not, it was even false info. That was not the situation, because Mbappe's mother is from Algeria. She is not from Nigeria. So it is Algeria, not Nigeria. So it is pure racism. And then because people are asking, why is Enzo Fernandez catching the whole heat or catching a hit? The reason why Enzo Fernandez is the topic for discussion is that the evidence that we have right now was from Enzo Fernandez IG live stream, and that is why he is catching the heat, because the evidence that is available to me now is Enzo Fernandez IG live. I don't have any evidence of any Argentine national team player, so the evidence now is Enzo Fernandez IG live. The French national team, or the FFF, the French Football Federation, has dropped a statement, as you can see on the screen. This is the statement that they brought. And then, Chelsea has also taken the situation on. And then the Chelsea players, some of the French players in Chelsea are not happy about the situation. Of course, if it is me, I am not going to be happy. And I'm not going to be happy. We have a lot of, French boys in our team. Benoit Bediashile, Malan Sarr, Leslie Ugochukwu, Gusto, we have Christopher Nkunku, we have Azel Desasi, and then there is one. I think there are 7. I think there are 7. So when you look at these 7 players, mind you, the 7 players, they also have their voice in the team. And then Enzo Fernandez touching them, touching their ego, touching their origin, touching where they play for, bro. It is going to create problems for Chelsea. And then this came from Fabrice Hawkins. Chelsea players, especially the French, are very angry about the racist chant by Argentina and Enzo Fernandez. This came from Fabrice Hawkins. He's a journalist. I think he's from RCM Sports, a journalist in France. Of course, he's going to push for the French boys. This came from Kirengil from the Daily Mail. Breaking: Chelsea are investigating the Enzo Fernandez video clip, treating it seriously, and will handle it accordingly. So this came from Kirengil of the Daily Mail. Enzo Fernandez has apologized. Let's look at what Enzo Fernandez brought, and then the apology that he brought. Wesley Fofana also reacted to the situation, or reacted to the video. Le Football 2024 racism decomplex. He is basically not happy about the situation. Enzo Fernandez has apologized yesterday on his IG, story. The same IG live that he used for people to see their chant. That is the same medium that he used, and this is his apology. He's saying that he is not a racist person, and he doesn't mean to offend his teammates, and then he apologized for his for his action and whatever that that video cost. He apologized. So that is basically what Enzo Fernandez is doing. My sense on this particular issue, I think Chelsea should solve this issue internally and leave the rest for the Argentine and then the French Football Federation to solve the internal issue. Sit the boys down, the French boys down. Wesley Fofana, Leslie Ugochukwu, Malan Sarr, Azel Desasi, Christopher Nkunku, Desasi, Gusto. Sit all these boys down. Let Enzo Fernandez apologize to them internally and then solve the issue internally. Leave the rest for the French Football Federation and then the Argentine national team to solve the issue. We don't need bad energy in Chelsea. We have an agenda to push next season. We don't need this bad energy in Chelsea. So that's my sense on this particular issue. I don't think it will be a very big deal. But then we are hearing, Enzo Fernandez to be fined by Chelsea. Let's see what happens. But then I think Enzo Fernandez, he has apologized. So I don't see any problem with this. But that, chant was a racist chant. You can pick your side. That is your side. From where I sit, that was a racist chant. So ladies and gentlemen, this brings us to the end of the video. Click on the subscribe button, press the post notification bell. I will see you in the next video. This is Football Insights. Thank you so much for your time and peace.